Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap. The devs have outdone themselves yet again with a new featured location that just might be more hated than the last. Lamentis-1, but you don't have to suffer like everybody else right now. You can ride this location to a huge cube gain with the deck list that I'm about to share with you. I give you hand size Lament. This deck is tailored to take advantage of every situation around Lamentia. In the world of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. So this is a slightly modified version of the hand-sized deck that's about a mid-tier meta deck. If you don't get Lamentia, you should still be able to do fine with this list. We have a lot of things to be able to enjoy here, but we have a couple modifications to really capitalize on the new featured location. So the core is winning through Devil Dinosaur, developing a very large hand size. The core idea with Lamentia is that we're going to lose some of our card draw. We just get the 3 cards as soon as Lamentia flips, and then the rest of the deck is destroyed. So we have a deck that builds itself with the Agent 13, the Sentinel, the Moon Girl, the White Queen, the Nick Fury. If you have other agent cards, insert them in. We are running the She-Hulk here. Now, if you don't want to run the She-Hulk, or you don't have access to the pool 4, which I understand many people do not, I would run another expensive finisher. I would be looking at Leader as the priority substitute. Otherwise, I'd be looking at Dr. Doom or Vision, something big and something a little bit flexible, expecting not a lot of the board to be filled up. We have the Sunspot to be able to pair up with the She-Hulk, expecting some rounds just to pass based on situations in our hand, not having something to play on curve. Agent 13 generating the random card. Quinjet making our randomly generated cards cheaper. Beautiful synergy with everything else going on in the deck. Beast able to bounce cards, get the repeat plays, gives us something to do when we don't have a lot of cards in hand. We can just replay the cards that were already on the board and be able to regenerate those effects. Sentinel replicating himself is probably the all-star of the list. Shang-Chi for a little bit of control. I think a lot of people are going to be gravitating toward big bodies and big finishers in their decks to be able to win with just a small deck size, so Shang-Chi can be the counter there. Moon Girl able to duplicate all of our hand, still keep. I have had max hand size, even with the deck being destroyed for Devil Dinosaur. Moon Girl and Nick Fury are the big reason for that. White Queen gives us the scouting information on the enemy. Also, if we don't have one of our big finishers, we could just play theirs at 1 less if we have the Quinjet developed. Devil Dinosaur is the carry. Nick Fury is fantastic, generating these 3 random 6-cost to hand. If we don't have a finisher, Nick Fury can give it to us. If we already have Devil Dinosaur, I play Devil Dinosaur first and then Nick Fury to max out the deck size on turn 6. I'm playing America Chavez not to play America Chavez. She is guaranteed to be in the deck when it is destroyed, so most likely we will not see her. She's making the rest of our valuable cards much more consistent into our match. So I've got the deck list up above. If you guys want to talk any card substitutions, deck optimization, I would love to hear what you guys are having success with for Lamentia down in the comments. Quinjet on Onslaught Citadel is amazing. We're going to be able to draw their most expensive card and then play it for 3 energy less than they would. So that's a win in my book. Yes, it is. And then I can bounce White Queen to be able to do it again. So dirty. Scorpion pops. They play the armor. Let's see what the opponent has cooking. I could play the She-Hulk now, but there's the Lamentious. Perfect, perfect. This is our very first game testing the deck. Yeah. We get Devil Dino, Agent 13, Moon Girl. Could you ask for a better lineup? Honestly, we hit the high roll here. We could have played the Agent 13. I'm okay not playing it. We can just follow up with Agent 13 before we play the Beast on next turn, but we also definitely want to get into the Devil Dino. Devil Dino winning Onslaught Citadel for us. Well,
Wind, aid my
Storm might have something to say about that. Unfortunate now. Quinjet. I wanted to be able to see the max discount on the Infinaut. Okay, okay. Elysium gives us a very unique situation here where we can play both She-Hulk and Infinaut for free on that final turn with the pass. We could also pass right now to be able to play the Infinaut on 5. Hang on, hang on. If I pass right now, we can play Infinaut and She-Hulk next round, plus Devil, and then go into the Devil Dinosaur combo on the final turn. It's actually the contest is around flooding. Sunspot does get to scale against them. Ooh, I'm gonna pass. They go Gamora. Psych! I'm not there! Now is Sunspot going to be able to outscale them? Probably not. Are they going to be demoralized when the Infinaut She-Hulk combo drops right now? Yeah, I think they will. Hang on. Is there... We just play it like this, and then play the agent, and then we could full pass on the final turn to be able to win flooded with the Sunspot. Or we could play Devil Dinosaur plus Beast. So we have our pick. Did we already snap or did they snap? They snapped. We snapped. We all snapped. It's so fun. Onslaught Citadel yet again in the first location. I swear there's something in the game coding that clumps location spawns. I just see it so often, and with how many locations there are in the game, I feel like it can't be a coincidence. But I mean, usually all the other locations are, well, I said usually they're different. Lamentis, bring down the meteor. Dramatic. Flare for the dramatic. We get the Devil Dino, Shang-Chi, and Sentinel. Let's go ahead, play the Sentinel. Devil Dino looks like he's going to be very happy at the Onslaught Citadel. At what point do we want to snap? We can pass on 3, play She-Hulk on 4, Devil Dino on 5, and then... well, we want to definitely set up the Sunspot. Nope, we could Beast. Did they got the Professor X? You're gonna just Sakaar? You betrayed me? Stabbed me in the back? I would really rather... Maybe I should have played Sunspot if we were going to want to play the She-Hulk. We're going to go Sunspot here. And then pass. And then the She-Hulk will be 4. Yes. She comes to the board. Then the Devil Dinosaur. And then we have the Shang-Chi. We have another Sentinel. We have at least Hope. Okay, so we pass. The She-Hulk Sunspot, so much fun. Opponent hating on the Lamentis. Amartage. That's actually excellent for us, being able to play Sentinel on 6. Yes. Okay. Opponent full passes. They could be playing She-Hulk. They could be just out of options. It's so hard to predict what the opponent is looking to do in this kind of gameplay scenario. We got the Captain Marvel giving them that flexibility. And now we have the double Sentinel to snap. We're flipping first, so the Shang-Chi can't catch anything. They can catch us with theirs. That could be the end of us, but I think that it's worth it. Would they play Shang-Chi? Maybe. It's a bit of a control list. The Professor X, the Captain... The Professor X seems counterproductive alongside the Captain Marvel, but who knows? If it is just the Shang-Chi, I think that I still win. If they decided not to play to the Onslaught Citadel? What do you have? What do you have? Leader. No, that was not. Guys, don't play leader to a location where you're behind. Leader just maintains tempo. Victory again. Victory. Project Pegasus. I can just blank drop the... It's probably just the She-Hulk, right? Ooh, wait. It's not the She-Hulk. For certain, we play Sunspot. Sunspot absorbs 5 energy. I play She-Hulk on 2, and I've generated much more power. I can't play the Agent 13, right? No, I can. I can play Agent 13, because then I'm passing on 4. That makes She-Hulk 2 costs. I have 2 energy next turn. It's perfect. She-Hulk has to be the most competitive Series 4 card, right? I feel like if you include Series 4 and Series 5, you get into this convoluted argument. If you have Galactus up there, you have Bast, you have Valkyrie. I just haven't seen those cards enough to really be able to say. But out of the Series 4, really the only competition is Luke Cage, right? And that's much more of a niche deck. Whereas She-Hulk is slotting right into Deathwave, Sunspot Infinaut. And these are already meta listed. She's actually making them better. So I think it's She-Hulk far and away. Daredevil Rhino. I don't understand what your list is. Also, I don't think I'll get to you. Well, we could play 0 at the very end, right? We could 0 something out to play to Washington, D.C. to grab the extra buff, right? It depends on if we get the Devil Dinosaur coming in or not. Here we go. As long as I have the Sunspot, pretty happy to let the extra energy tick go. Or Cosmo. I would have said it's Cerebro 3s, but the Daredevil... Okay, so we have no Lamentia, which we noticed that earlier, but I just didn't call it out. It was a great test of the deck running in a normal scenario. Are we... Ooh, leader. Are we toasted if we don't get the exact featured location? I don't think so. And still, the opponent is playing leader? But why? What is their list? The Shang-Chi flips the She-Hulk. Yeah, you play it early, you know that it's vulnerable. And then it's just leader and or snap. Play leader to one of the locations. There we go. Pushed him out. Generated much better tempo. Alright guys, this is rarely the case, but these games have been back to back to back. We are just cruising, and I have done some testing on the deck before jumping in here for recording, but this is feeling so good. We're going to be streaming this tomorrow. I think we're going to be zooming. Infinite, here we come. Now, do I want to run the free-to-play account with this list, minus the She-Hulk? Maybe I do. It's close to what I was running anyway, because we do have the Quinjet and the Beast. If you guys joined us for our No Sleep Till Infinite disaster of a stream, the 10-hour behemoth, that was the longest time I've ever been live, you will know that I've played this a very similar list for a long time. I guess now the experience is finally paying off if we want to have a positive outlook on it. Again, no Lamentia. So I feel like with no Lamentia, it puts us on a little bit of a back foot compared to the other meta lists. I don't have Nick Fury. I don't have Nick Fury or She-Hulk on the free-to-play account. Are those the pieces that we are missing? Who is to say? I could get the She-Hulk down now, or we could try and steal Death. I feel like stealing Death so that the great Lady of Souls is symmetrical could be advantageous. There we go. We do get her. They play Wave. Yes. Gotta love it when a plan comes together.
Clear for takeoff.
Oh, the soul read on the White Queen. Yeah, you had Death, but I had Death plus She-Hulk Attorney at Law. And then I can go Devil Dino plus Sentinel. Mop it all up. You have spent. The Deathwave deck plays Death too early. They're spent. They could be running. What would they even run? Chavez? Magneto? None of these are the win. Because Magneto would be able to pull the White Queen, but that doesn't win at Avengers Compound. They could have a control card themselves, but if they play the Shang-Chi, what are you doing with the other 2 energy to be able to win, eh? Probably passes at Kunlun here, but Lemuria. Well, let's see what they've got. Killmonger. Kills the Quinjet and the Yondu. So this is just a match. Lizard. Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Victory.
This deck is good. Here is the deck list in all of its shining glory. Oh, I'm actually looking forward to stream tomorrow just to be able to slam up all the cubes that we possibly can. As I said, if you are missing some of the less common cards, especially in the She-Hulk, then we're looking at a leader to be able to have an alternate finisher. You're looking at any of the other agent cards to be able to generate new random cards. And then if you don't have the Nick Fury, it's a similar thing. Now you could also go into Taskmaster if you want to be able to copy the power of the Devil Dinosaur. Really the modification to the normal version of the list. We've brought in Sunspot and She-Hulk and Chavez, and we have dropped Cable, along with some of the other little we don't run Collector, actually. You could run Collector quite happily if you don't have one of these other, if you're missing any of these other cards. So hopefully that covers the general substitutions that you want to be able to mix up the formula with, but I do think that this is the best version of this list. Of course, if you guys think that you have a spicier version for the location in general or an adaptation here that would improve the deck, let me know down in the comments below. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.